Hey guys, basically welcome back to class. This is Concrete. My name is Oluwatobi Emmanuel. I'm a part of the team at Concrete, and we are bringing to you this particular short course right here. This is the part 1 of this course, and what we are looking at is to build a drag and drop game with React and react-beautiful-dnd and also ContextAPI. Alright, react-beautiful-dnd is a package that enables us to add drag and drop features to our React applications. Alright, I don't want to wait much time. I think it's time for us to dive into what the short course would look like at the end of the day. Okay, before we continue, I would like to show you some of the requirements of this course, right? So it is required that you have a basic understanding of JavaScript and Typescript. It is required that you have an understanding of the React framework, or you could call it the React library. It is also important that you have an understanding of how to use ES6 functions like arrow functions, the spread operator, things like splice or slice, right? Functions like map, find, filter, right? It is important that you know these things. This is like a beginner and intermediate level short course, right? So these things are expected of you. You should have a good PC, Mac or Windows, and make sure you have Node.js, preferably Node.js version 18. And you should know how to install or pull a new React project, and then of course you should have good internet, right? Now before we get to the introduction, what I would like to tell you is that this is Concrete, and what we do at Concrete is we build smart and great talent, right? Especially people that are looking forward to advance their skills and their career in tech and in other aspects, in other fields. But for now, what we're doing is focus on tech. We are going to be moving, advancing the course a lot from there. We have provisions for people that are going to study things like architecture, food production, and some other fields, right? But for now, we are focusing on tech, and by tech we mean people that are interested in advancing their skills and kickstarting their career, or even learning to understand more of what tech is in terms of product design, software engineering, and under software engineering we have backend and frontend, and product management, right? And some other things. Okay, now at this time we are currently planning to launch our platform. So after this particular this series, we are going to be dropping a link in the description of all of our videos so that you can go and join the waiting list. But before we get to that, it is important that we also help you understand how to do this basic thing in building React applications. So you can follow us on our social media, or you can check out our website, right? Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Just search for Concrete and you're going to be able to see all our social media handles. Alright, let's dive into the introduction of this course. Before we dive into the introduction, what I would like to do is to show you what we are going to build at the end of the day.
All right, this is what we are going to be building. Basically, we are going to be building a task app, a very simple task app in React using react-beautiful-dnd package and ContextAPI, and we are going to be doing all of this with Typescript. We are not writing JavaScript. So basically, this is a simple task app, and I can do some very nice things here by just dragging from one column to another column, and you can see how the handles color change, and I can drag from this column to this column and the handle color change, because this is the done column, this is in progress column, and this is to do column. Now I can disable dropping on this particular column by clicking that little DD link there, and when I try to drag something on this column, you can see it's not highlighted. The item floats back to its original source, right? And whenever I try to drag anything, the column is highlighted so that I know where to drop that particular item. All right. Another thing I want to show you guys is, we can do reordering in a column. So I can actually reorder. I can push this up and then bring this downward. So I can reorder items within a list, and I can drag items from one list to another. All right. We're going to be building this. It's going to be very simple and exciting. All right. Now, this is not only the thing we are going to build. We are also going to be working on a simple web-based game that has to do with, a lineup of superhero movies here, and then we are going to have studios on either sides of the bench, right? So we're going to have the DC studio and the Marvel studio, right? So what you're supposed to do is to take each superhero and put them in their correct column, right? So if I start the game here, you can see that there's a list of heroes, and then I can begin to drag and say, this is Spider-Man. Marvel created Spider-Man, right? DC created Aquaman. DC created Batman. DC created Flash, if I'm correct. DC created Wonder Woman. DC created Black Widow. I think DC created Green Lantern. All right, and then every other thing is for Marvel. But you can see that the time is up, and this whole area is already disabled, right? And I can see my score, right? Because the time is up, the game automatically ends, so I'm not able to do anything more, and then I can see my score. Now, how we get to building this kind of thing, this kind of exciting game, and very simple, but quite a bit educative, and also is exciting and fun, right? You are going to be going through that in this series. I can reset the game and start the game again if I want, but I'm not doing that, so I'll have to end the game here. All right, let's jump into understanding what we want to do, and let's look at the introduction of the series.
So what is React-beautiful-dnd? React-beautiful-dnd is a higher level abstraction specifically built for adding drag and drop features, and in this case you can call drag and drop dnd. All right, you can use React-beautiful-dnd to add drag and drop features to your React applications. It is built for lists, vertical, horizontal lists, or movement between lists, or nested lists, and so on. All right, as long as it's a list, vertical or horizontal, or the list is nested or not nested, right? That's what React-beautiful-dnd is built. React-beautiful-dnd is created by Atlassian and allows for the natural movement of elements within a list in a React application. Note, within a list in a React application, right? So in this short course, we will be building a simple task list app, and as well as drag and drop game, right? And these are the things, these are the key learnings and takeaways. You are going to be able to know how to add drag and drop features in your React application. You are going to have a little bit of understanding of Context API and how to use Context API in React. You are going to understand a little bit of how to further use functional components. And then we're going to talk about a little bit of gameplay concepts. How did we come about that Heroes game? How did we come about a situation where after dragging to the right column, you can reorder alphabetically and even have more scores? All right. So it's time for us to begin this particular course. I can't wait to share everything we are going to be learning with you guys. So let's get right into it. I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be the second part. Thank you.